Hey everybody, it is Reverend Allison Gossett here, and I am excited to have back our senior pastor, Reverend Davis Chappell. Hey Davis,
Hey, Allison.
it's good to see you again.
Good to see you. You
Uh,
too.
we we are really excited. If you haven't been joining us, we have started a Fruit of the Spirit series in worship, and Davis came up with a great idea of a fruit challenge. Davis, can you tell us more about that fruit challenge?
Absolutely. It's good to see you, Allison. Good to be with everybody today. We started a series recently called Fruitful, which is obviously based on Galatians 5:22 and 23, which has to do with the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self control, all of that. So we're going to look at each of those fruits consecutively. And as a part of this series, for the next 9 weeks, we're going to have a fruit challenge, which means that we're going to invite everybody to engage with us in being fruitful during each week, having to do with the particular fruit that we're dealing with, whether it's love, joy, peace. There'll be one for each week. And we'll be asking people to be fruitful by contacting 9 people each week. There are 9 fruits, so we'll be asking you to contact 9 people each week to encourage them, perhaps to pray for them, to check in on them. It's a way to be fruitful while we can't do it in person. We can certainly do it by mail, by email, by texting, by social media. And so we're inviting people. Sometimes you might want to just pray to God. Who are people that might need some encouragement today, or that I could check on in a way, or maybe ask if they have a prayer request? And so we're going to ask you to check on 9 different people each week. And then as you do that, that you would have a journal, and you would record their name and maybe a couple of prayer requests that they may have, or something that you discern from talking to them, a way that you could pray for them. And if you do 9 people for 9 weeks, that would be a total of 81 people. And again, you're recording them in your journal. You're praying for them. And then if you made, Allison, if you made 81 contacts, and
Mhm.
there are 8,500 people in our church, do the math on that. 8,500 times 81 equals 688,500 people,
Mhm.
that in a span of almost 2.5 months, think about the exponential power and influence of touching lives that many at a time. Now, if you figure maybe we'd have 14,000, 12 to 14,000 people worshiping, streaming online with us, do the math on that.
Mhm.
81 people times that, and you're talking about over 1 million people. So this is an incredible way to touch lives in fruitful ways through technology. And so we're really, really excited about that. And it's not really about the number, it's about the exponential power of living a fruitful life. And
Yeah.
then it becomes habit forming
Mhm.
for those who are doing it, because you're developing a journal and a prayer list. And I think they tell us that anything you do repeatedly for 3 weeks becomes habit forming,
Mhm.
becomes formational in your life. So if you do it for 9 weeks, we're hopeful that this will become a spiritual, formationally practice in each of our lives that will bear fruit, not only for those who receive the benefit of our encouragement, but for those who are giving it, because we're always the ones, when you do ministry like that, I mean, the one who gets blessed is the one who's doing it, and
Yeah.
also the one who's receiving. So this is the fruit challenge, and we're inviting each person who worships with us, whether they're part of the Brentwood Church or whether they're worshiping as a community, wherever they live, where they're streaming with us, to engage with us in this practice for the next 9 weeks. So we want to invite everybody to be a part of the fruit challenge.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. And I think that it's so powerful to connect it with our prayer lives too. Like, I'm trying to check in on people. Uh, anyways, and I know a lot of people are doing that, but this takes it one step further and makes it also a very spiritual practice. So, and I think
Yeah.
too, to note, children and youth, are, well, obviously youth could probably do it anyways, but children too, like calling grandparents or aunts or older people in their neighborhoods that may be specifically alone or lonely, or drawing
Yes.
pictures instead of writing letters. I know my kids have been receiving great little hand-drawn pictures from their friends, so I
Oh,
think
that's
that would be
awesome.
awesome.
That would be
And
awesome.
yes, and if you're a social media user, we're going to be posting daily some help to do this. So maybe some Bible verses or quotes or prayers that you can share with your friends on social media. So just to continue kind of that multiplying of spreading some fruit of the Spirit, some of Christ's love out in the world will be
Yeah,
awesome.
I agree. And being intentional about it. I have a little book that I'm recording names in and little prayer requests, and I'll even put to the sides in parentheses texted or called or left voicemail or whatever. And that really makes it more of a commitment too, that I'm actually remembering them in my prayers, not just calling them, but being very intentional about it. So I think it'll mean a lot to all of us, and I'm really excited about um, all of us doing it together as the
Yeah.
body of Christ.
Can't wait to hear the stories that come out of it.
Cool. Yeah, me too.
Well, it's good to hear you, everybody. Good to hear from you, Davis.
Yeah,
It'll be good to hear the stories, and everybody be on the lookout on socials and Davis's e-note and all those sorts of ways to hear more about the Fruit Challenge.
awesome.
Talk to you later.
Thanks, Allison. See you.
Bye.